All right, welcome back to Two Stupid Guys Trade Stocks. I'm Vinny,
I'm Dylan.
and this is Dylan's weekly swing trade picks. If you guys are new here, making some money with these and enjoy this content, please subscribe below. Dylan and I are desperately close to 1,000 subs to make us legitimate YouTubers, which is going to be fun and exciting.
If I get to 1 million, I'll quit my job that I spent 7 years in school to do.
I know, right? All right, we'll get to it. So, disclaimer: this channel is called Two Stupid Guys Trade Stocks. This is more entertainment than it is actual knowledge. Just enjoy the ride with us. Take any of these picks; it's at your own risk. So, good luck. We wish you the best. Dylan does enter most of these trades as well himself as well. So, you're in it with him.
Yeah. We're not the channel where we recommend something and then it fails. I show all my failures at the end of the video. We have a soul. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. We're not going to pump and dump some stock. We're not those kind of people. Yeah. But breaks this down into different risk tiers. See Dylan's How to Swing Trade video. It kind of tells you his rules and what these tiers mean. It's very important. You kind of have a basis of that before you participate in any of these trades. All right, AMC is still popping on stock twits, huh?
Yeah, it's going pretty crazy. Honestly, it's starting to find value in the mid 40s. It's obviously going like absolutely wild. I thought it was going to tank, to be honest. It didn't. If you want to go to the chart super fast. So it's starting to find value and coming up on equal volume as a down day around this 9 EMA. Granted, these technical indicators are kind of garbage when you have a stock that's doing this. So, take this with a grain of salt. But, a lot of times, like this was the last one, right? It just popped up and dush right back down. It's actually finding value kind of like GME did. If everyone remembers, GME went up and it's kind of chilling around $230. So this could be interesting.
Yeah, so you kind of think it's putting in like a new base.
I mean, it's possible. Every part of me disagrees with it, so it's hard to not be biased.
Yeah, true.
VXRT, you know them?
Yeah. The oral COVID-19 vaccine play. Kind of interesting. I mean, they're still, I think, phase 2 trials, so they still have a ways to go.
They're trying to enter phase 2.
Oh, they're not even in phase 2 yet. Okay, yeah, sorry, I see your note right there. Yeah, interesting. I knew they were like around that point, but that might be a little bit late to the party.
Yeah, well, so here's the deal. Some guy named Razmeen Rahimi of Pipe Sandler gave them an $18 price target. His logic was they're actually a relatively low risk company because their base of value is around $7. Like they just hover around $7 for a very, very long time, right? They're at $8. It's not a bad trade. Their short float's 23%. That's the kicker. And no shorts are safe right now.
I know, right? We saw what happened to Wendy's last week. Never mind what could happen to a company that actually has a legitimate short float.
Exactly. So, it came up. I'm going to talk about this at the end, but I'm probably going to take this because this is a pretty hard anomaly. And honestly, I could just set a stop loss for like 650 and just let it ride. Only do a couple hundred shares, not risk too much. Boom.
Nice.
So that is VXRT.
Oh boy, this is no lowest to medium risk this week, huh, Dylan?
No, sorry guys. I didn't have any that I felt like this is low.
Yeah, and nice. No solid chart patterns this week.
It was iffy. I had I usually have like 3 like really good ones and a bunch of maybes. I got like 1 really good one and
so. Bunch of maybes.
I'm still gonna take them.
I love it. All right, now get into Snap here.
Yeah, so this is the breakout strategy. We're familiar with this one. It's hit 5 times. 5. And it came up in volume. And for some reason, inflation doesn't scare people. I don't know. I don't make the rules.
I know.
Here, let me do this just to clear some of this up. It's going to make this prettier. There we go. So hit. And then this had a very short rebound. That's why I'm in this. And then also boom, volume. I bought an option. I might buy one more Monday, depending on what happens. Unless this gaps down, then I'm out.
Nice.
So pretty good strategy though.
Yeah, I like it. All right, and Square. All of a sudden people are starting to spend money. So I guess, well, not really starting to, but people are anticipating this big summer resurgence in retail and kind of spending. So I guess that's a nice play on that.
Yes, and more importantly, I was here. You can go to the chart. I was debating putting this in the safe category, but Square moves so much, so it did make me. I don't, if anyone's only taking the lows, I didn't want to put them at risk. But this is more of a safe strategy because they're bouncing off the 200 SMA. Everyone knows I love that way more. They're also found a bottom multiple times in this range, right? So they had this gap up and then they've bottomed in this same level. So it's definitely a safer trade. The reason why I didn't do it is because like in a span of 10 days, they'll move $60. So I can't tell someone it's safe and have that happen. Right.
Yeah, I hear you. Investing with a conscience, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna take it, but I don't want other people to lose money. So
yeah,
go ahead.
I would say, yeah, Airbnb, man. I really need to sit down and look at the financials of this company. I've heard about it from like a social arbitrage trade standpoint. You definitely see like a generational change there. I mean, Dylan, I don't know if you've noticed this amongst your friends, but it seems very common for younger folks to want to stay in Airbnbs as opposed to looking for hotels. And I think that's a long-term trend. No,
I don't even look for hotels. No, I completely agree with you.
Yeah,
I haven't stayed in a hotel, and I think I had to one time because it was a little city and there was nothing there.
Yeah,
my bachelor parties, Airbnb. We're not doing any of that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's one of those long-term, multi-decade kind of trends we're going to have to probably get in front of. I just want to look at the company a little closer. But anyways, for a swing trade, it's kind of, I guess, see what the setup looks like here.
So it's in the high-risk category for a reason. It's because of the setup. So I usually like to wait 6 months before I trade a stock. They're at like 7 months. I want more data because they went public. Like December when they go public?
Yeah, it was somewhere around the end of 2020.
Yeah, somewhere around there. So they went public around here. So there's not a lot of data for me to go off of for historical price points. I will say I took an option here and sold it. I sold at 147. I sold it here. I made another $500 off of that, so that was dope. But I think that this actually looks pretty strong. And I think that because of the openings, and I know that I'm not supposed to look at fundamentals and only the chart, but the chart isn't awesome here. So I don't have enough data, but I think, Vinny, I completely agree with you. I think that this is going to start to go up, reclaim the VWAP here, and go up to its, more action up here. This is called VPOC. This means it's kind of hard to explain, but let's just call it fair value where the most trades are happening. So it has recovered at fair value.
So it's like a good base there, I guess you could say.
Yeah, you can go with that. It's not exactly what it means, but it's going to be too involved for.
Yeah, I got you. All right, you got a couple other ones you're keeping your eye on, huh? Progressive.
Yeah, Progressive's tanking, and I had to look up why, because it's a really weird thing for a company to be taking. I guess I was reading some articles. It's because the people are driving more. What's their logic?
Okay.
So look at this. What is going on?
Yeah.
There's like 14% in the last 2 weeks, and I had to read an article and find out what's going on. And I pulled up. So this is where we were before 2020. Okay. And then before COVID, we have this dip, and then we just went up because no one was claiming premiums, but everyone was still paying their insurance. Now we're coming back down.
Yeah.
I would recommend this trade. However, it's still setting lower lows. I wanted to do a 200 SMA bounce, but the lower lows killed me. So it may be something to watch in the future. Another one is Home Depot. So this did not set up. This was on there. I think this was on there last week or 2 weeks ago, Vinny. When was it?
Yeah, it was about. I can't remember. I think it might have been last week. Actually, we talked about Home Depot.
Okay. Was it? No, it wasn't last week.
Wasn't last week? I don't know. It's been a discussion point for a while.
I think it was. I think you know what? It was 2 weeks ago because I remember to the charts. It was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right. I recommended it here, right above this 50 SMA, and then we had a down day, so it didn't set up. I didn't take the trade because that goes against my swing trade rules. But it looks like we may actually hit the 100 SMA here, so that could be a solid trade.
Nice.
298.
You know, I just double checked too. You know what the PE for Progressive is?
What?
It is 8.5.
Wow, really?
Yeah, the insurance industry has been pretty cheap. That's why actually in Warren Buffett's last 13F filing, he picked up, it was a British insurance company. I can't remember their name, but the industry is still trading relatively inexpensively.
Wow. Okay. Well, see, now let me go to that. Let me go back to the chart.
You have to stay away from fundamentals, though.
I do, but if this can recover a base around 200 SMA, around this solid line, it's kind of hard to see here. But if it can recover a base, this is a beautiful swing trade. I don't know if it's going to set up on over a weekend, not over a weekend, but obviously I look at these charts on a Friday and we hope for a Monday. But keep this on your watch list, guys.
Yeah, exactly. Home Depot's is like 22 as well.
Yeah, Home Depot is looking really good. If that hits 300, I'm going to throw an uncomfortable amount of money at it. So.
Nice. All right. And then we'll kind of review your previous trades here, man. Still a lot of green.
Yeah. So Nail hit my stop loss. I'm out. Actually lost a little bit more because I was at work and I had canceled it. Great. Nike option. That was last week. That also failed. Your FAS that got 1R, and then I partialed more on Calix and Oxy over than top right there. They're still doing great, and oh man, can we go to the chart real quick, Vinny?
Yeah.
All right, everybody. X baby, all day, all day. This is the most beautiful chart in the history of mankind. I bought options on this. I bought a lot of things and more shares, and we're sitting right at a breakout point. I'm probably going to partial a little bit on Monday, and just lock in profit. There's everything wrong with locking in profit, and then I'm just going to hope this goes to like 30, probably 32, break the 30s.
Awesome, man. That'd be a big move for them.
Yeah, I love this stock so much.
Yeah.
So yeah. I partial out of some stuff. Two things ended, but yeah, it's been a solid month overall.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, I know it was a news article I read Friday about how both the Democrats and Republicans were kind of in agreement around a $1 trillion infrastructure bill. So that could be good for good old X there for you.
Yeah, and also Freeport. No, that might be next week. They're not setting. Their chart isn't pretty enough.
Okay, I gotcha. All right. Well, thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll catch you on the next one.
Have a good one.